Okay, so question 37. This is fun, and this is actually pretty easy. And we use some of the techniques to answer this question that were used on some of the original questions, 1 through 20. But I don't have videos on those. I just resolved them. Anyway, uh, so some of these things are going to be pretty familiar. All right, so let's get started. First, I want to show you the classes that I used because you're going to see a couple of different strange operations or a collaboration between classes. For instance, I have a string right here, okay, and I have an array of characters. So now you have the array class collaborating with the string class by means of the toArray to character array method from the string class. So I use the original string, which is what I call this string right here, the quick fox, as the question is uh, suggesting. Write a Java program to reverse your string. That's question 37. And I'll show you the different classes from the Oracle website. The Oracle website is the best. Okay, write a Java program to reverse a string, the quick brown fox, and here's the backwards string, XOF, NWORB, and so on. Okay, so then, okay, we are iterating over that string. Okay, we call it an array, excuse me, of characters. We call it a character string array. And we're iterating over it backwards. So from the variable I is as long as the length of character string -1, we have to say -1 in the array because remember that the length is calculated as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, for instance, okay? But for an array, the index start at 0. So value number 1 is at index 0 on an array. So in order to match the length, we have to reduce or subtract one of the numbers to the that length. Okay, so what I'm saying is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is the same as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those two string of numbers have the same length. So in terms of index, you have to start at 0. All right, and so it's pretty easy because you just have to say as long as I is greater than or equal to 0, you have to reduce 1 from the value of I. And since value of I is the size of the length of the array called character string, you're going to start at the last member. Okay, remember that we subtract 1 so that even though this character string may have 9 members, that 9th member is on the 8th position as far as index is concerned because we are going through, instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, we're going for, as far as the index is concerned, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And so you have 9 numbers of each. Okay, that being said, when this that print method starts printing out, the index is going to start at the length of the character string array -1, which is the last index. And so we're going to print out XOF and W, well, the space, because that's also a character in Java, and then NWORB space. We're going to print out everything, every single character. Even the space is a character once you convert it to a character array. Okay, so here are the classes that we use before we look at the result. We're using the array class. Okay, we're using the array class because we're depositing the string into an array. Now you would think that this toArray method is part of the array class, but it's actually not. It's part of the string class. Okay, it's part of the string class in Java, which is a subclass of the object class, both in the language package. So this is the language package. That's where you find them. So we don't have to import them. We can just use them. Oh, let me go back, sorry. The object class is the father parent class for every single, all existing classes in Java. Anyway, So we go down to the Java methods. Let me go up. Summary of all methods. I'm not even going to categorize them. I'm just going to see all of them, and I'm going to show you two string class and then two character array right here. Converts a string to a new character array. And since it's being converted into a character array, we have to deposit the array into an array, right? Into a variable of type character array. So that it takes each one of these members, including the space, white space, we call it, and puts it into one of the indexes of that character array. So because this variable is being declared and initialized to the original character array, we don't have to tell this variable how long it is. It is assuming the length of the character array, which is the value with the return value of this operation right here. Okay, so it's once it's taking the character array, it's automatically letting it know how the length of what it is. I think they call that like autobots in Java. If I'm not I might be mistaken about the concept here, but I think that's what it is. Like, oh no, in boxing it has to do with the integer class versus the int class. Okay, it's when Java wraps it around the correct class in order for it to be operated on. Okay, that's another. Never mind that. That's another subject. Okay, anyway, um, so then we use this two character array method to convert this string into a character array, and we deposit it into a character value, after which we iterate with this for loop backwards and use this system print statement to print it. Now you can see here that this is a print statement and not a print line statement. It's not this. If we do this, after every character, the system will jump a new line and print the next character below it. This will give us the wrong answer. Because, let me run the program. Because you're going to have this. This instance, after each statement is, after each value is printed, at the index I, you're going to print a line. This is what this print line method does. That's what this print line method does. So you don't want it to create a line break. In other words, you want it to keep printing on the same line. So we delete that from here and use this print statement, and let's rerun it. Rerun our console program, and you can see that there is no line break inserted by the LN letters that were here. So everything, even the white space character, is printed on the same line progressively. And that's how you get the correct answer, as you see here. Okay. That's how you get the same answer, the correct answer down here. Okay. And I didn't show you the character class, which is also a subclass of the object class on the lang package, java.lang package. But you can do so much with it. And we are actually going to use these three classes on our next video to answer question 38. Let me see if it's question 38. Write a Java program to count letters, spaces, numbers, and other characters. We're going to use the members of the string class and the character class in order to give us the right answer. But we'll get into that in our next video.